You will not believe what happened when the camera kept rolling, and a leading figure in the palace made a move that took everyone by surprise. The royal household tried to keep it under wraps, but word got out and now the country is buzzing with questions. Prepare for a wild ride as we uncover every twist and turn behind this hidden clip that shook the monarchy to its core. It all started on a quiet afternoon in one of the lesser-known wings of Buckingham Palace. Queen Camilla was there for a routine discussion with staff members about upcoming charity events and ceremonial gatherings. Everyone assumed it would be a typical session-light chatter, schedules laid out on the table, and her usual gentle reminder about finishing tasks on time. Yet something felt different that day. According to one of the staff members who later shared anonymous hints with the press, Queen Camilla was apparently in high spirits, talking excitedly about her latest reading project and upcoming public appearances. While most staff members took notes with full concentration, one person in the room had a phone left on the table, possibly by accident. This phone was still recording, though no one realized it. In the bustle of palace life, phones and other devices are usually kept away to ensure privacy in sensitive conversations. But on this particular day, either by mishap or intention, this simple rule was forgotten. At first, the conversation seemed harmless. They discussed the details of a charity fundraiser and formal invitations. Queen Camilla spoke about wanting to highlight local artisans at an upcoming event. People chimed in with ideas on how they could incorporate community projects. Nobody suspected that a recording was underway. Then, according to the staff member's account, the Queen consort began mentioning a certain personal matter regarding King Charles's health and the family's growing concern about his demanding schedule. She seemed more open than usual, possibly assuming she was in a comfortable and private setting. Perhaps the most peculiar part was the presence of a person who quietly observed from the back. Some believe this individual might have been a new assistant or a discreet figure from an outside agency handling press relations. They did not speak, but they seemed focused, like they were waiting for the right moment. Later, many wondered if that silent individual had known that the phone was recording. Rumors spread that this visitor had something to gain from a leaked conversation. Hours later, as people in the palace wound down for the evening, whispers spread through the corridors. The gist was that something major had happened and the Queen consort had no idea. You can imagine the hush that fell as staff members started hearing that a secret recording might exist. Some dismissed it as mere gossip, but in royal circles, even baseless chatter can cause panic because even the slightest rumor can make global headlines. According to sources, the owner of the mystery phone quietly slipped away to a private area and then replayed the recorded audio. By chance or by plan, they discovered they had much more than casual background noise on tape. One snippet allegedly included remarks about King Charles feeling pressured by health concerns, plus mentions of private family matters regarding future events. Had it stopped there, it might not have been so shocking. But the recording apparently continued, capturing Queen Camilla hinting at deeper tensions behind the scenes. Some claim she mentioned how certain family members felt overlooked amidst the chaos of royal duties, or how unconfirmed details about King Charles's well-being were putting stress on daily life. While none of these topics were particularly shocking on their own, hearing them firsthand from a senior royal made them extraordinarily powerful. The staff member with the phone realized they had a golden opportunity. According to rumors, this individual wrestled with whether to keep the recording hidden or to share it with someone influential, perhaps a palace insider or even a media contact. Some stories suggest they hesitated. Others claim they knew exactly what they wanted to do. Either way, that evening marked a pivotal moment. The next morning, the situation escalated. An unnamed official at Buckingham Palace heard chatter that a staff member was offering an audio clip to outsiders. Allegedly, they had reached out to a freelance journalist known for breaking high-profile stories. People described the official as pale with alarm as they rushed to convene an emergency meeting with palace advisors. In a monarchy where image and trust are paramount, anything that even hints at a secret leak can be catastrophic. Damage control began immediately. First, an internal inquiry was launched to determine who might have made the recording and what exactly was on it. Tensions flared among staff members. Nobody wanted to be implicated in the scandal. Each palace team member was quietly asked if they had noticed anything unusual during or after Queen Camilla's meeting, but as expected, not everyone was eager to talk. Meanwhile, a separate team of trusted advisors was tasked with one crucial job: keeping Queen Camilla calm. She had to be informed, but only with the facts necessary to manage any potential fallout. Sharing too much too soon might cause panic, and the monarchy rarely acts in haste. If the recording contained remarks about King Charles's health concerns, even small details could spark massive headlines. The palace wanted to avoid that at all costs. When Queen Camilla finally learned exactly how her private words could become front-page news, her immediate reaction was said to be deep disappointment. She was not enraged, nor did she have a dramatic outburst, at least not in front of others. Sources say she remained calm, trusting her advisors to handle the official response. But behind her composed exterior, there was a private sense of pain. She had spent years building trust and a softer public image as King Charles's partner, and any scandal like this could undo her progress. The audio snippet reportedly did not contain any major offense or shocking detail. What worried her was the idea that the monarchy's private matters, particularly King Charles's health and internal family discussions, could become public gossip. In her eyes, this threatened the unity they had worked so hard to project. Meanwhile, palace officials weighed their options. A lawsuit for breach of confidentiality was on the table, but that carried its own risks. Any public legal action might draw even more attention to the scandal. One idea was to release a brief statement mentioning that an internal matter had been resolved, without giving specifics. Another option was for Queen Camilla to appear in a controlled interview, stating that any private conversation was never meant to mislead or alarm the public. King Charles, despite concerns about his health, stood firmly by Queen Camilla's side. He reportedly insisted that no hush money be paid, as it would compromise the monarchy's integrity. Some insiders admired his moral stance, while others worried that refusing a settlement could provoke the staffer to release even more content. Ultimately, this entire episode serves as a stark reminder of how easily a single misstep can shake the royal institution. One phone left running, one ambitious staffer looking for an advantage, that was all it took to create chaos. Queen Camilla, caught off guard by the secret recording, discovered yet another layer of vulnerability in royal life. This scandal also highlights the ongoing struggle between tradition and transparency. The monarchy has historically kept its private matters hidden, revealing only carefully curated information to the public. But in an age of smartphones and instant uploads, secrecy is nearly impossible to maintain. As Queen Camilla continues to modernize the monarchy while preserving its traditions, this incident will serve as a lasting lesson. In the digital age, privacy is never guaranteed.